Okay, so right now it's about 10:30 at night. Um, I'm I'm awake right now from having been asleep. I'm kind of, kind of freaked out right now because I was in a pretty deep sleep. Well, it was like half sleep, almost deep, but not quite real deep. And then I felt like something was shaking under my bed, specifically under the side of the bed that my head is. So under that portion, so the upper part of my body, it was shaking because I felt my shoulders and I felt my head and everything. Like I felt it moving, and I heard the boards underneath my bed. I heard the boards underneath my bed creaking, and I'm laying on my stomach. Um, and I did have sleep paralysis, but that only proves that I wasn't moving because I was in sleep paralysis. I was paralyzed, right? So, anyways, it really freaked me out, and I started feeling it shaking. And while I was, here in my head, comprehending all this and stuff, I realized I couldn't move to get up, because that's what your first reaction would be to hop out of bed and to see, I don't know, to just look under the bed or to examine things to see if there's something wrong or if there's an animal. But there wasn't an animal there, of course. So anyway, I've taken a antipsychotic, and I have used some sage, and I burned some smoke here in the room. I threw away a little bit of trash that was on the floor and stuff, because I read somewhere that like a messy room attracts like negative spirits. So I cleaned up a little bit. But right now I'm pretty freaking scared to go back to sleep. This has happened to me before. A few weeks ago it happened. But that time it was something on top of my bed rather than no, now that I think of it, I have had another episode where I felt like something was pushing up underneath the bed, but pushing upwards. And what really freaks me out about this is I heard the bed creaking. Okay, if it was sleep paralysis or something, I could see how, like, maybe I could have some kind of hallucination where, like, anything could happen, right? I mean, you could have hallucination that a penguin is attacking you that's 7 feet tall. But for me to be able to recall the little rafter things underneath my bed creaking, it really creeps me out. So I don't know if, like, is this like a negative spirit that's following me around, or I don't know what it is. Am I crazy? I don't think so. I think there's something. I also read that it could be a spirit's way of trying to get your attention. I don't know whether this spirit or whatever it is, I don't know whether it's good or whether it's evil. It scares me, so I want to say that it's evil right off the bat, but I really don't know. Anyways, I figured I would just, tell my story, that yeah, I have experienced this, and yeah, it's very terrifying. And it does happen during sleep paralysis times. And to me, what makes sense is that if a spirit is gonna fuck with you, they're not gonna want to do it like outright, to where it's obvious, right? Because they can't make it be obvious. It's just like, it's just a given. So the best time to stage an attack on you to where you question whether it was real or whether it was imagination, the best time for that is in the sleep state, whenever you're in that state between sleeping and awake. And yeah, mostly what I have experienced is it feels like I have felt like something is walking on top of my bed, like some kind of animal walking on my bed, and I feel a foot like around this side of my leg, and then I feel the next foot around the other side of my leg. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. And then like I said, I have had the feeling of like something pushing up from underneath my bed up. And then here, this is the third time, I feel something distinctly on the area of my head, the area on my bed that is where my head and shoulders and upper body is all located. And I was in sleep paralysis. I couldn't move. So yeah, I'm gonna throw this on YouTube and with some keywords, and yeah, if you've ever experienced this, please do say something. Please let me know. Yeah, I'm going to try to get back to bed. Thanks.